Hey and welcome back to my channel. I actually recorded this video, you will have seen by the title, it's a Freedom Makeup Get Ready With Me work edition. I recorded this yesterday and it was just so hot. I was wearing a strapless dress, but watching it back I just looked naked, and I know I even said at the video I'm not naked, but you know how you just can't get it out of your head. So I've decided to refilm and I am getting ready for work. Yesterday I was sort of going to the hospital, so I did that. So now I'm getting ready for work. So I have already done a haul video. Well, I say that. I'm doing the haul video after this, so the products are on my face. So I'm doing a sort of two things at once. So you're going to see these in reverse order because I want to show you the Get Ready With Me after I've done the haul, but I want to have makeup on for the haul and I want to have the makeup that I am going to show you anyway. Does that make sense? Probably doesn't. Anyway, I wanted to show you some of the items, how they wear, what I think of them, just sort of my first impressions on my face. It's not my first impressions because I did do this yesterday, but I have to say, first impressions, very, very happy. I will do swatches on my haul video as well so you can see. So first of all, I'm going to use the Freedom Pressed Powder in shade 101 Translucent. It looks a bit peachy, but it does come out very lovely. It's very finely milled, which I like in a powder. I'm just using it to set the makeup that the foundation that I've used. Now, I don't have a Freedom foundation, so I thought I'd do my base first. I actually used, believe it or not, a £1 BB cream from, I bought it at Bargain Buys. You will have seen it in a recent haul. I am in love with it. I think it is an incredible BB cream. It's a beautiful light colour and it's a Maybelline mineral BB cream, and I think it's from Japan originally. And I always find that with Korean and Japanese products, they do sort of a lighter colour which suits me down to the ground. So that's the powder, like I say, very finely milled, really lovely. Next I'm going to use the only product that isn't Freedom, and it's the makeup setting spray from Avon. I've ordered another makeup setting spray from Makeup Revolution because I am already that far down. I do use it every day, but I think it's incredible. So I always put that on after powder. After Zoe from Mama For Zoe, she gave me the tip because I suffer from dry skin, but I also like to make sure I've set my makeup with powder. Maybe it's an odd combination. So I've just put that on. I'm letting that dry slightly, and I'm going to use the Pro Eye Primer that came with the little eyeshadow sets. Oh, it's a very skin-toned eye primer, and I'm going to use that on my eyes. Obviously, sometimes I say some really silly things, don't I? It's difficult to put this on with the doe foot applicator. I might have to apply it to my finger first. That way. Oh, I've got an itchy nose. And then put that on my eye. Yeah, it's easier to do it with your fingers than it is with the doe foot applicator. I feel like that doe foot applicator was taking it off. This is the first time I have actually used this because I used something else yesterday, but it's not easy to use today. I'll explain in my haul video. Right. This is going to take a bit longer than yesterday, I think. I did a Get Ready With Me in like 10 minutes. I was really surprised. Right, I always use a primer. I will see if this creases because yesterday the thing that I used did crease. I was really upset because the look was really good. As you know, if you're a follower of my channel, I really like the Maybelline colour tattoos as a base. I do also have the MAC paint pot in Painterly, which I use usually when I'm doing a matte look. I'm really sorry. Oh, I always have an itchy nose when I'm on camera. It's so ridiculous. Just bear with me 1 second. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. My nose is just like itchville. So I'm going to use this, which is the Freedom Pro Contour Kit in Fair, and it comes with like a light shade there. I'll just show you, really finely milled again, and then this contour shade, which is so light. I think it's really lovely actually, because I haven't used a contour shade this light before. And because I'm going to work, I'm going to use it today. So I'm using this little tapered brush from Jessup. Their brushes are my favourite brushes. If you've seen my videos, you'll know. And I'm just going to use that to contour. There you go, you can see it there. Now with contouring, you're meant to like follow the natural line that's in your face. And I don't think I've got a natural line in my face. I've got a really odd shaped face. But I think it's there. But that makes my cheekbones really low. So I find it really weird. This is actually a really beautiful shade for contouring for fair skin. It's very natural shadow rather than that muddy dark brown that you see people doing, and it's not their fault, it's just that's the products that are available. This is a very pretty colour. It's almost a blush colour. I could wear it as a blush actually. So just blending that in with this brush. There you go. I've just had the mirror in front of my face, so how would you see anything? I did my temples, just bringing it down, and I did under here as well. And then I'm going to use the lighter shade. I'm just going to use that on the tops of my cheekbones. I am going to use a shimmery highlighter, but this is good for contouring. Again, just in the middle of my forehead. Down the centre of my nose. Just here. And then here. Hopefully you can see that. I have to say this is the cutest little set. I've just put my nail in it. Oh God, my nails get so annoying. Oh, that was silly. Look, I've put my nail in it. There. I'm trying to multitask and I can't do it. There's something wrong with me today. Oh, I know. I know what's wrong with me today. I'll explain later. So that's the contour done. I like to do that first because I'll probably do a lot more blending in a moment. So I'm now going to put on my eyeshadow, and I'm going to use two separate products today. I'm going to use the Freedom Matte Palette, which is brilliant. I used it yesterday. It's incredible. I'm so shocked. And this gorgeous eyeshadow, Gilded 220. I'm just going to give you a swatch here. Just look at that. Oh my God, it's so pretty. Oh, I've got nowhere to... Oh dear, I've got nowhere to put this now. Hold on a sec. Right, I'm back. So I'm going to use this first, the matte. I just love it. I think it's just brilliant. It's such a teeny tiny little palette. Just look at it. It's beautiful. Really useful for travelling. And I'm going to take the lightest shade here first. And I'm going to put that in my brow bone. Do you know what's really good about this palette is it's actually as pigmented, if not more. Yeah, I mean, it's so much more pigmented than I expected. First of all, that's the first thing. It really did shock me yesterday when I put this on. Oh dear. Sorry. Oh, you know when you have a little bit of a moment where something sort of returns? That just happened. I didn't need to say that, did I, on camera? And then I'm using my Pro Shadow, what's it called? Base Shadow brush, Real Techniques brush, and I'm going to use the second one in as my transition shade there. Just going to use that in the crease. I'm just going to put it slightly higher today. Oh, they're so good, these shadows. Now, I'm not saying that that's a surprise because obviously I have a lot of the Makeup Revolution ones, but this matte palette is so good. I would go as far to say that they've maybe improved the formula. Not that I think the other ones are bad, but I think this is better, even better. So that's that one. And then I'm going to use the shade brush, and I'm going to take this light shimmer colour and put that all over the lid. Hopefully it's more of a satin than a shimmer. I didn't use this yesterday. Oh yeah, it's lovely. It's very light, very brightening. It's got a bit of a purpley, lilac-y undertone to it, but that's okay. Just putting that all over the lid, just to brighten the lid up. Because the one that I'm really excited about was the one I just showed you, and it's the Gilded 220. Oh, it's just stunning. When I swatched it yesterday, I was so shocked at how beautiful it is. So Gilded 220 is this. I don't know how to even explain that colour. It's a browny, reddish, taupey mauve. Like, it's all the colours that everybody really wants in one pan. Yeah, it's lovely. So as you can see, I'm sort of just putting that and deepening the crease with it because it's just such a lovely shade. Oh, I love it. I just love this shade. It would make a really good all over the eye colour as well. It really reminds me of the MAC colour I've just recently got, although that's a bit redder, in Star Violet. It's got that sort of, it's in that sort of colour. So if you're a Star Violet fan, this would be a really good alternative if you're not able to afford MAC shadows. I wouldn't say it's a dupe, that's for sure, but it's definitely an alternative. I'm just swishing that back and forth. I'm sort of also pushing it into the outer V so that it's doing a bit more than just in the crease. Oh, I just love that. I really love that. It's so nice and natural and lovely, but also a hint of colour. Then I'm going to use the lovely Freedom Long Length Mascara. Now, I didn't get this in the haul. I got this in another haul, but I am using it in this Get Ready With Me because it is actually very good. The only thing I have to be very careful of is it's got quite a wet formula, so I often find it sort of drips down onto my cheeks. So I have to be very, very careful. It's natural bristles and they cling on to every eyelash. I'll show you. It's difficult not to get it on the lids. That's the only problem I have. And I don't know why that is. User error, or if it's actually just the brush, the way the brush is. There we go. That's how it makes my eyelashes look. I think that is super stunning. You can see the difference. That eye, normal eyelashes. I mean, obviously all mascara is going to make a little bit of difference, but I feel like this does so much more. So I always scrape it off. I'll show you. When it comes to natural bristles, I've always done it this way because I feel like there's less product on it, but I don't know, it always works for me. Oh, it does make the bottle really mucky though. So just gonna do this lash. I wish I was ambidextrous. I know a few people that are, in terms of doing their mascara. They can use their left hand for their left eye and their right hand for their right eye. I can't do that. There's no way on earth that that's going to happen for me. You may notice that I don't curl my lashes, and the reason I don't curl my lashes is because they are already curly. I have curly hair and they do curl. I've got one or two that hang down, but even with eyelash curlers, that just does not help. It doesn't help the cause at all. So if you're looking for a lengthening mascara, I think this does exactly what it says on the tin. I wouldn't say it was volumizing. I'm not into volume into my lashes. I don't know why. I think it's because they're quite sparse. So when I put volume in them, it just looks spidery, and I don't like spidery lashes. This is a really good bottom lash mascara. One thing I've noticed they don't do is pencil liners. It'd be good if they did those. That'll probably be the next thing that I'll be looking for from from Frida Makeup. Right, so that's the eyeshadow done. I think that looks really pretty. And as you know, with eyeshadow, I often... Wow, my glasses are gross. They're really wet for my hair. I have to put my glasses on just to see what it looks like, because I do wear glasses all the time, so there's no point in trying to do something that doesn't look nice behind my glasses. There you go. Yeah, that looks really pretty. You can just see the colour just poking out the edge there. Okay. Next up is the blusher. And yesterday I used this blush and I was so surprised. I can't wait to show you. So I got this palette, which is the Pro Blush Palette Pink and Baked. Looks like this. And I used this lightest colour here, and I used my tapered brush as normal. It's a matte blush and it's so naturally lovely. I think it looks really nice. As you know, I always put too much blush on, but I blend it out after. It's because I just don't know how else to do it. Now, somebody said if you wear glasses you shouldn't put blush on your cheeks. I look like Aunt Sally right now. You shouldn't put blush on your cheeks there, but I don't agree. Right, just blending that out slightly because as you saw it was a bit too much. That looks really pretty, really pretty colour. Oh, I love it. Love that so much. Love this palette, and I'll show you more soon. And then I'm going to use this beautiful highlighter in Brighten. Look at that. Oh, and I'm going to use a stippling brush because I don't like to get too much on the brush because it is work after all. Just going to put that at the top there. Yeah, you can just see a sheen now, just there. It's really difficult to show on camera when you've got a light highlight, but I think you could probably see. Right, there's so much product in that. Sorry, I just whacked the bed. I'm just going to put a bit down my nose and a bit on my top lip, just there. So that's that done. I love that look. And finally, I'm going to use the Pro Lipstick Pro Pink 101 in Flushed, and it looks like this. A neutral raspberry pink, and one of my favourite colours. Oh, it's a lot lighter on the lips than I expected. I've swatched it on my arm. I didn't expect it to be so light. Let me just look at that. It's a bit too Barbie, so I'm going to add a different one on top because I've been dying to try this, if I'm honest. This is Adorn, and it's like a plummy colour. It's in the Pro Noun collection. Look at that. So I'm just going to put that on top and just see if that... Yeah. Do I like this for this look? Yeah, I think so. Let me put my glasses on. Yeah, that looks really pretty. And when I say things like that, I always think you might be thinking I'm talking about myself, and I think, oh no, I mean the colour, not me. You know, it'd be silly if I just sat here going, oh, I look really pretty. So, right, let's sort my hair out a bit. There we go. Okay, and that's it. That's a bit longer than yesterday. Hopefully you'll see this after my haul. You'll notice the colours and everything in the haul. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this. Subscribe if you haven't already, and comment below if you want to. Look forward to seeing you in my next one. Bye.